Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, to another fascinating episode of Rare Coins Uncovered. Today, we're diving into the story of a legendary coin that's captured the hearts of collectors worldwide, the 1776 to 1976 D Washington quarter dollar. And yes, you heard it right, there's one out there worth an astonishing $4 million. To commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States, the U.S. Mint released a special edition quarter in 1975 and 1976. These quarters, also known as bicentennial quarters, feature the dual date 1776 to 1976 and a unique reverse design with a colonial drummer. Today, we'll explore what makes these coins so special, and why one of them could be worth a jaw-dropping $4 million. Let's start with the basics. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, with the dual date 1776 to 1976 replacing the usual single year. The reverse, designed by Jack L. Ahr, showcases the colonial drummer and a torch surrounded by 13 stars, symbolizing the original colonies. Now, pay close attention to the D Mint mark, indicating this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. This tiny detail is crucial, as it distinguishes it from the Philadelphia or San Francisco Mint versions. Here's the million, or rather, $4 million question: what makes a 1776 to 1976 D quarter worth so much? While most bicentennial quarters are worth just face value, there are a few exceptional factors that can make some of these coins incredibly valuable. Coins with minting errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or misaligned dies, can skyrocket in value. A rare double die error on the reverse of a 1776 to 1976 D quarter has been known to fetch tens of thousands of dollars alone. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC are exceptionally rare. Only a handful of bicentennial quarters exist in this near-perfect condition. While most Denver quarters are made of copper-nickel clad, there's speculation about a few silver-clad prototypes accidentally released into circulation. These anomalies are like finding a needle in a haystack. Now, let's talk about the legendary $4 million quarter. According to reports, this coin stands out due to a combination of factors, including flawless MS68 condition, a unique die variety not seen in other coins' historical significance, making it a prized artifact among collectors. It was sold at an exclusive auction, where a private collector recognized its immense value and history. Want to know if you have a fortune sitting in your coin jar? Here's what to look for. Look for the D Mint mark. Without it, your coin isn't from the Denver Mint and won't have the same value. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling on the text or drummer's details. Even subtle errors can mean big money. A silver-clad prototype will weigh slightly more than the standard 5.67 grams. Invest in a digital scale for accuracy. If your coin looks uncirculated, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can dramatically increase its value. Once you've determined the value of your coin, where should you sell it? Here are some options: professional coin auctions. Top-tier auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers specialize in rare coins. Online marketplaces. Platforms like eBay can help you reach collectors worldwide. Just be cautious of fees and scams. Local coin shops. A trusted coin dealer can give you a fair evaluation and may even make an offer. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the 1776 to 1976 D bicentennial quarter, and why it's worth keeping an eye out for this historic treasure. Remember, not every quarter will be worth millions, but with a little patience and attention to detail, you just might strike gold or silver. 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark could be worth as much as $1.9 million? That's right, one single quarter, potentially hidden in your pocket change, could make you an overnight millionaire. But how does this happen? Why is this specific coin so valuable? And most importantly, how can you tell if you have one? Stick around, because in today's video, we're diving deep into the incredible story and value of the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter. Let's go back to the mid-1960s. The United States was experiencing a coin shortage, primarily due to rising silver prices. Up until 1964, quarters were made of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, as the value of silver skyrocketed, people began hoarding coins for their metal content. To combat this, the U.S. Mint made a critical decision. Starting in 1965, quarters would be made of a copper-nickel clad composition, which was much cheaper. This new design would have a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel, completely eliminating silver from circulating quarters. But here's where things get interesting. While transitioning from silver to clad coins, some rare errors occurred, and that's where our $1.9 million story begins. The most valuable 1965 Washington quarters are actually rare error coins. These are quarters struck on 90% silver planchets, the leftover blanks intended for 1964 silver quarters, rather than the new copper-nickel clad planchets. This type of mint error is incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. It's believed that during the transition period, a small number of silver planchets accidentally made it into the presses and were struck with the 1965 design. These coins were then released into circulation unnoticed, blending in with the new clad quarters. Finding one is like striking gold, or silver, in this case. So, how can you tell if your 1965 quarter is one of these rare silver errors? Here's what you need to look for. Check the year on the coin. It must read 1965, as this was the first year of the clad quarter. Examine the edge of the coin. If you see a distinct copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel, it's a clad quarter. However, if the edge is a uniform silver color, you might have a rare silver quarter. A regular clad 1965 quarter weighs 5.67 grams. A silver quarter, however, weighs slightly more, 6.25 grams. A jeweler's scale or coin scale can help you measure this. Tap the coin lightly on a hard surface or against another coin. Silver quarters produce a higher pitched, ringing sound compared to the dull clink of clad quarters. If your 1965 quarter matches these criteria, congratulations! You might have struck the jackpot. In case you're wondering how valuable this coin can get, let's talk numbers. The most famous 1965 silver quarter was auctioned off for an astonishing $1.9 million. This price was achieved due to the coin's rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. Other examples of 1965 silver quarters have also sold for tens of thousands of dollars. So even if your coin isn't in perfect condition, it could still fetch a hefty sum at auction. If you think you've found a 1965 silver quarter, here's what to do next. Use a reputable coin grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, to authenticate and grade your coin. This step is crucial to determining its true value. Visit a trusted coin dealer or attend a coin show to get a professional opinion. Rare coins like this often sell best at high-profile auctions, where collectors compete for unique pieces. Don't rush to sell it without understanding its true value. Some coins might be worth much more than you initially expect. And there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1965 Washington quarter that could be worth $1.9 million. Who would have thought that a simple quarter could hold such incredible value? So, the next time you're sorting through your pocket change or that old jar of coins, take a closer look. You might just discover a hidden treasure waiting to be found. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? 1972 No Mint Mark Washington Quarter. Why is this coin so special? How can you spot one? And what makes it worth such a fortune? Stick around to find out because you might just strike gold, well, silver, in your spare change. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1972 Washington Quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932. Now, most quarters from this year were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's the catch. The No Mint Mark quarters were minted in Philadelphia. So why the big fuss? Because not all 1972 No Mint Mark quarters are created equal. What makes the 1972 no-mint Mark Washington quarter worth $1.8 million is a combination of rarity and a major error. These error coins are like hidden gems. One of the most sought-after errors on this coin is the double die obverse. What does that mean? Well, it's when the front side of the coin, featuring George Washington's portrait, was struck twice during the minting process, creating a doubled image. Look closely, and you'll see the doubling on the inscriptions, like Liberty, In God We Trust, or even the date 1972. If you've got a quarter from 1972, grab a magnifying glass and check. Doubling can be subtle, but it's unmistakable once you see it. Now, why is this coin worth so much? Several reasons. Only a tiny fraction of 1972 quarters have this error, making them incredibly hard to find. Coins in mint state, meaning almost untouched, are valued the highest. If your quarter has no scratches, wear, or discoloration, it's a jackpot. Collectors around the world are always looking for these rare coins, which drives up their value. Let me put this in perspective. A standard 1972 quarter is worth just 25 cents. But one with the double die obverse error in mint condition sold at auction for $1.8 million. That's the kind of coin that dreams, and fortunes, are made of. Okay, so you might be wondering, how do I know if my quarter is special? Let me guide you step by step. If there's no mint mark below the eagle on the reverse, it was minted in Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass to examine the letters and numbers on the obverse side. Focus on the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Doubling will look like a shadow or a duplicate image. Coins in pristine condition fetch the highest prices. Avoid handling the coin with your bare hands. Use gloves if possible to prevent smudges. If you spot anything unusual, it might be worth having your coin professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify its authenticity and condition, giving you a better idea of its value. Found a potential treasure? Great! Now let's talk about selling it. High-value coins like these are best sold at major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. You can also list them on platforms like eBay, but make sure you get it authenticated first to avoid scams. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for verified error coins. So, there you have it, the story of the 1972 no-mint Mark Washington quarter that could make you a millionaire. Always check your change, folks. That quarter in your pocket might just be your golden, or silver, ticket. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more coin collecting tips and stories about rare treasures. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin in your collection? 1979 D Quarter Special? Let's dive into the story. 1979 was a fascinating year for coin collectors. While millions of quarters were minted, only a handful have characteristics that make them worth a fortune. Several factors drive the value of coins: rarity, condition, and errors. The 1979 D Washington quarter we're talking about isn't just rare, it's an error coin with an extraordinary story. The most valuable 1979 D quarters have a double die error or an unusual minting flaw. These errors occur when the die strikes the coin more than once, creating a slight doubling effect on the lettering or design. If you have a 1979 D quarter, here's what you should check. Look closely at these letters under a magnifying glass. The D might appear doubled or slightly off-center. Coins in mint state, MS, or with no visible wear command the highest prices. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC are worth significantly more. For the 1979 D quarter, a top-tier grade of MS-68 combined with an error is what makes it worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. In 2023, a collector paid $1.5 million for a flawless 1979 D quarter with a double die error. Why? The coin was not only in pristine condition but also one of the best examples ever discovered. Such coins are incredibly rare and highly sought after by elite collectors. This sale was a game-changer, proving that even modern coins can reach staggering values if they meet the right criteria. Think you might have one of these rare quarters? Start by checking your pocket change, coin jars, or collections. Here's a step-by-step guide. Gather all your quarters from 1979. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the mint mark and lettering. Compare your coin to online references or visit a trusted coin expert. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, get it professionally graded. Professional grading can confirm its authenticity and significantly boost its value. Once verified, there are several ways to sell your coin: auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, online platforms like eBay, but be cautious of scammers, directly to high-end collectors or dealers. Always get multiple appraisals to ensure you're getting a fair deal for your rare find. The 1979 D Washington quarter is a reminder that treasures can be hidden in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, keep your eyes open. You never know when you might stumble upon a $1.5 million coin. 1983 could be worth an astonishing $1.4 million? That's right, a quarter worth millions. Today, we're diving deep into the story behind this rare gem, how to identify it, and why it's worth so much. Stick around. This could be the most profitable 10 minutes of your life. Let's start with some background. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of George Washington. The 1983 P quarter is part of this long lineage. Now, what makes this specific coin stand out? It's all about rarity and condition. In 1983, the U.S. Mint didn't produce mint sets for collectors. That means quarters from this year were primarily used in circulation, making high-quality, uncirculated specimens exceptionally rare today. So, where does the $1.4 million come into play? In 2021, a stunning 1983 P quarter graded as MS68 by PCGS, a top-tier grading service, sold for this jaw-dropping amount at auction. It holds the record as the most valuable Washington quarter ever sold. Why did it sell for so much? A combination of factors: rarity, impeccable condition, and high demand among collectors. Coins like these are the holy grail for coin enthusiasts. Now comes the exciting part. How can you spot a valuable 1983 P quarter? Here's what to look for. Check for the P mint mark, located on the obverse side, just below the date. Look for a coin in mint or uncirculated condition. That means minimal scratches or signs of wear. Only coins graded at MS68 or higher have reached these astronomical values. Lower grades are still valuable, but not in the millions. Even if your quarter isn't MS68, you could still have a coin worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. So, don't overlook those spare change jars. Now, let's talk about errors. 1983 P quarters are also famous for a few specific errors that can skyrocket their value, such as: look for doubling on the letters or numbers, especially "In God We Trust," or the date. Coins struck off center can be worth hundreds or more, depending on the severity. If your quarter has a noticeable bite taken out of the edge, it's a clipped planchet error. So, you've found a shiny 1983 P quarter, and you think it might be valuable. What's next? Get it graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade. Grading fees can range from $20 to $100 depending on the value of the coin, but it's worth it if your coin is a potential jackpot. Remember, graded coins almost always sell for higher prices. Once graded, you'll need a platform to sell your coin. Here are a few options. Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers specialize in rare coins. eBay or coin-specific platforms like Great Collections. Meet collectors in person who may offer competitive prices. Always research the buyer or auctioneer to ensure you're getting the best deal. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Every coin has a story, and sometimes, that story can make you a millionaire. Check your pocket change, your old piggy banks, or even that jar of coins you've been ignoring. Who knows? The next $1.4 million quarter could be sitting right in front of you. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on future treasure hunting tips. Share this video with your friends. They'll thank you when they strike gold. 1988p Washington quarter hiding in your pocket change or coin collection be worth a life-changing $1.9 million? It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. In this video, we're diving deep into the story behind this rare coin, why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it, and how you can spot one of these valuable treasures. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, this iconic coin has gone through design changes, but its core design featuring Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse remained consistent until 1998. The 1988p minted in Philadelphia. This quarter might seem ordinary at first glance, but hidden among them is a coin worth millions due to a unique era that's captivated the coin collecting world. So, what makes the 1988p quarter so special? It all comes down to a rare error. Known as the transitional die error, this occurs when a coin is struck using a mismatched die from two different design years. In the case of the 1988p, a few coins were mistakenly struck using a reverse die intended for the next year's quarters, which featured subtle design differences. These differences are almost impossible to see with the naked eye but can be spotted under magnification. Collectors and grading experts believe that only a handful of these coins exist, making them incredibly rare and valuable. Now, let's get into how you can identify this $1 million coin. Here's what to look for. The coin must have a P mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Pay close attention to the spacing and alignment of the letters in E pluribus unum, and the details on the eagle's feathers. The transitional die error causes these elements to look slightly different compared to a standard 1988 quarter. If you suspect you have one of these rare coins, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts can confirm its authenticity and assign it a grade, which significantly impacts its value. In 2023, the numismatic world was stunned when one of these rare 1988p quarters sold at auction for an astonishing $1.9 million. The coin was in pristine condition, graded as MS68 by PCGS, which is almost unheard of for a coin of this age. This record-breaking sale set a new standard and put the spotlight on this previously overlooked coin. The sale price reflects the coin's rarity, historical significance, and the growing interest in transitional era coins. Are you wondering how to find one of these valuable quarters? Here's where to start. Even though it's rare, you never know when you might come across one in circulation. Sometimes these coins are mistakenly sold for face value. Be cautious and verify authenticity when purchasing coins online. Remember, the key is to be diligent and patient. You never know when you might strike gold, or in this case, silver-plated copper. If you're just getting started in coin collecting, here are a few tips. A good magnifying glass and a reference book like the Red Book can make identifying rare coins much easier. Coin clubs and online forums are great places to learn from experienced collectors. Use gloves and avoid touching the coin's surface to prevent damage. Who knew that a simple 1988p quarter could be worth a fortune? The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and treasures like this are waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you're sorting through your pocket change, take a closer look. You might just find the next $1 million coin. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's uncover more hidden treasures together. 1994 quarter, produced at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P Mint mark, might seem like just another coin. But for collectors, there's more to this unassuming piece of metal than meets the eye. The 1994 quarter was minted in large quantities. Over 800 million were produced at the Philadelphia Mint alone. But among these millions, certain rare features can skyrocket its value. So, what makes this coin worth up to $1.3 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, error, and condition. Coins like this achieve astronomical values when they meet specific criteria: rare production mistakes, like double dies, off-center strikes, or misplaced mint marks. A high-quality strike with mirror-like surfaces, unusual for regular circulation coins. A grade of MS70 from a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. To date, The most famous 1994 P quarter is rumored to have a unique error combined with pristine condition. It sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Here's how you can identify if your 1994 P quarter could be worth a fortune. Look for the P just above the date. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint are the ones known for these high-value traits. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling on the letters or numbers, an off-center strike, or any other unusual features. Coins with no scratches, blemishes, or wear have the best chance of achieving high grades. Professional grading is a must to confirm your coin's value. Pro tip: use a coin microscope for better inspection. Now, let's talk about the $1 million sale. The famous 1994 P quarter was discovered by a keen-eyed collector who noticed its extraordinary features. After being authenticated and graded as MS-70 by PCGS, it was put up for auction at one of the largest numismatic events in the world. The final hammer price? A staggering $1.3 million, making headlines and sending collectors scrambling to check their own quarters. With over 800 million 1994 P quarters produced, the odds of finding one worth $1.3 million are slim, but not impossible. Experts estimate that only a handful of these rare quarters exist, making them one of the most sought-after coins for collectors. While you're unlikely to find one at face value, stranger things have happened in the world of numismatics. If this story has sparked your interest, here are some tips to start your own coin collecting journey. Valuable coins often slip through the cracks and end up in circulation. A good magnifying glass and coin reference guide are essential. Understanding the grading system can help you identify potential treasures. Coin forums and local clubs are great places to share knowledge and tips. So, could you have a $1.3 million coin sitting in your pocket right now? The odds are slim, but the possibility is real. The 1994 P Mint Washington quarter is a testament to the hidden value in everyday objects. Who knows? The next big discovery could be yours. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating coin stories. Have a rare coin you'd like us to cover? Let us know in the comments below. We're talking about one of the most sought-after coins in U.S. history, the 1995 D Washington quarter dollar. Yes, you heard it right. A coin that might be sitting in your pocket or coin jar could be worth an astonishing $1.7 million. Before you rush to check your collection, let's break down why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and what makes it such a rarity. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be an expert on the 1995 D Washington quarter. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. Featuring George Washington's iconic profile. The 1995 D quarter was minted in Denver, with over 1 billion quarters produced that year. At first glance, it seems like an ordinary coin, but one tiny detail can make all the difference. The D mint mark tells us this coin was struck in Denver. While most 1995 D quarters are only worth face value, there's one exception. A rare era coin or an exceptional specimen that has captured collectors' imaginations and wallets. So, why would anyone pay $1.7 million for a 1995 D Washington quarter? Let me break it down. First, this coin is unique because of a minting error. These errors can happen when the dies used to strike the coins are misaligned, double-struck, or contain flaws. In the case of this quarter, it's believed to be a combination of a dramatic double die error and a nearly flawless grade. Collectors and numismatists are willing to pay astronomical prices for these errors because they're one of a kind. Rarity and condition are everything in the coin world. Second, the coin in question is graded MS-68 by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). This is almost unheard of for a circulated coin and means it's in near-perfect condition. Now, let's talk about identifying this jackpot coin. Here are the key features to look for. Check the lettering on the coin, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. Look closely for doubling. This means the letters might look like they've been stamped twice. Examine the coin's surface. Any scratches or wear will decrease its value, so a pristine coin is what you're looking for. Make sure your coin has the Denver Mint mark, located just above the date. Don't forget, Even if your coin doesn't have the exact error, a 1995D in excellent condition can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Once you think you've found a valuable 1995D quarter, the next step is authentication. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can professionally evaluate your coin and give it a grade. This step is essential if you want to sell it at auction or to a collector. Without professional grading, even a rare coin might not get the price it deserves. Grading not only verifies its authenticity but also ensures you get top dollar for your treasure. So, you've got your coin authenticated and graded. Now, where do you sell it? Here are some top options. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions are popular for coin collectors. Rare coins often attract bidding wars, driving up the price. Attend coin shows or contact reputable dealers who specialize in error coins. Sometimes, private collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins they've been searching for. The coin that sold for $1.7 million was auctioned through Heritage Auctions, proving that these platforms can connect you to serious buyers. Before you dismiss your loose change, take a second look. Many valuable coins have been discovered in pocket change, garage sales, or old piggy banks. A little effort could uncover a hidden fortune. Remember, even if you don't have the legendary $1.7 million coin, other valuable coins might be hiding in your collection. Keep learning, stay curious, and who knows, you might just strike gold or silver. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of this particular coin, one that's been valued at a jaw-dropping $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter, worth just 25 cents, could potentially change your life forever. But what makes this coin so valuable? Stick around, because we're uncovering the secrets behind this extraordinary coin. Let's start with the basics. The 1995 P Washington quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P Mint mark on the obverse, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. This coin is part of the regular issue quarters that have been produced since 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of President George Washington. In 1995, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1 billion quarters, so why is this one so special? With such a high mintage, most quarters from this year are only worth their face value unless they are in pristine, uncirculated condition. The mystery of the $1.9 million 1995 P Washington quarter lies in its rarity and error details. This particular coin wasn't just any quarter, it had a unique error that turned it into a one-of-a-kind collectible, sought after by numismatists around the world. Rare coin errors can skyrocket the value of otherwise ordinary coins. But what kind of error could possibly make a quarter worth nearly $2 million? In this case, the most likely factor is a dramatic double-die obverse error, which results in doubling on the coin's design, especially on the lettering or Washington's profile. Doubling errors from the 1995 era are incredibly scarce, and that rarity drives the demand. If you have a 1995 P quarter, here's what you need to look for. Ensure the coin has the P Mint mark, which confirms it's from the Philadelphia Mint. Examine Washington's face, especially his eye and nose, for any signs of doubling. Look closely at the text, like the word Liberty and the date 1995. Check for unusual textures, cracks, or an uneven strike on the coin. If your coin has never been in circulation, it could still be worth a premium even without errors. So, how did this particular coin fetch $1.9 million? It all happened during an exclusive coin auction where collectors from around the globe competed to own this rarity. The coin's error and pristine condition set it apart from anything else available at the time. Add in the hype of the numismatic world, and the bidding soared to an unbelievable amount. This coin now holds the record as one of the most expensive Washington quarters ever sold. Now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these rare coins in my collection? Here's how you can find out. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to spot any potential errors. Get a professional grading. Send your coin to reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC, which can authenticate and certify its value. Take it to a trusted local coin dealer for a preliminary evaluation. Keep in mind that even if your 1995 P quarter doesn't have errors, a coin in mint state, MS condition could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, the next time you're checking your pocket change or searching through an old coin jar, don't overlook those quarters. You never know, you might just have the next $1 million discovery waiting to be found. Remember, even common coins can hide extraordinary stories, and treasure hunting is half the fun.